Hey everyone, it's Sunday, July 6th, and it's my birthday. So here's a special birthday video for you. You know, I'm giving back to you guys instead of you giving me things, which is, I don't know, people do that on the internet, right? Sure. So I've seen other people do that. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna play through this thing here, this Sonic game. I don't know what to call it. I guess we could call it Sonic 2006 2D, which is what the title bar says up there. I kind of like the idea of providing developer commentary for games people make, and I made this game like a long time ago, and then I finally released it 3 years ago. But I'm doing this video for another reason. I'm also releasing the source code to this game today, right here, right now. As of today, you can download the entire source code to this game, dating all the way back to the very first version in like May 2006. There's a video... There's a link in the video description. Sorry, I wrote down some notes. It's not really a script. It's just kind of notes, and I'm reading from it. And sorry that I'm sitting on this title screen for so long. I feel like there's a lot to say and not a lot of time to say it in, which is why I'm also talking kind of fast. Whoops, I don't want that. So, yeah. Let's play a video game, shall we? Let's watch me play a video game. I'm releasing this source code because back in 2011 when I released this game, to download, it was incomplete because I lost the source code for like 4 years. And, when I got it back, I couldn't remember how anything worked. It was this super old, kind of messy code base, so I didn't really want to deal with it too much. So I just kind of wrapped up what I had done and I put it out there. So you'll notice actually that like this multiplayer feature, it doesn't work. It was supposed to work, but it doesn't. I had great big plans for this and I never finished them. There's other features I didn't finish too. Maybe I'll go over them as I play, because we've been sitting here for, let's check the timer. What are we at? 3 minutes? This is also like the 6th take I've done of this video. And usually it takes me between 2 and 3 minutes to get through the intro. So we'll start off with Kingdom Valley. The very first level I made back in May 2006. Basically what I wanted to do is one day I got the itch that I wanted to make a Sonic level. I didn't want to make a Sonic game, I just wanted to make a Sonic level. But to make a Sonic level back then, you basically had to develop all your own code and engine and everything, as there wasn't anything like Sonic Worlds. So I knew a friend had started this game that he called Sonic S Adventure. And it was based off of... Before Sonic World, Damzian made like this generic Sonic physics base. There was hardly anything to it. You had to modify it like quite a lot just to make it functional. And my friend took that and he started making this game called Sonic S Adventure. And he added like all these moves to Sonic that I kind of ended up disabling for this project, because I just wanted something that was more like a normal Sonic game. So he had all like these weird animation states and everything in here for running on different surfaces and all kinds of crazy stuff. That's also included in the source code, is the build of Sonic S Adventure he sent me. So I wanted to make a level, so I made just this first Kingdom Valley act, which, if you play it right, you can finish it in about 30 seconds, and I wasn't happy with that. I mean, it was nice to, get the creative juices flowing and make this level and everything, but it was too short. I wasn't really happy with how short it was. So about I don't know. A month or two later, I went back and I added a second Kingdom Valley level. And that ended up being the version that was out there for the longest time. Was this 2-act Kingdom Valley, kind of like demo, but it wasn't supposed to be a demo. I never intended to do the full game of this. It was just supposed to be this quick little thing before the real Sonic 2006 came out. Just because I felt like it. I didn't feel like making a whole game, I just felt like making a level. And then, gosh, what happened after that? I don't really remember. It's been so long. That's like 8 years ago. maybe more. I don't know. I'm kind of bad at math, if you haven't noticed. But, one thing I really liked to do in this game is me and my cousin got into this sort of like speedrunning competition with each other, where we just play these two levels over and over and over again and see who could play them the fastest. And that was actually really fun. We spent like a whole week or two just beating each other's times by like fractions of a second. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of facilitate that a little bit more. That's what that Ghost Race feature was going to be. It was going to be an easier way for people to challenge each other to race like time trial ghosts and everything, because I wanted to like build that into a mode. So I finished Kingdom Valley, both the level and, you know, speaking in the historical sense, and I did this video called The Third Mario Brother for game trailers. They were having this unsung siblings contest where you talk about like brothers that aren't in the spotlight. Their example was Chad Vader, this video series on YouTube long time ago, where I guess it's supposed to be like Darth Vader's brother, and he works as a day manager at a supermarket, and it's pretty funny. I liked the first two seasons, though I kind of fell off somewhere near the end of the second season. I didn't really finish watching it. But they wanted something along those lines, so I made this video about Super Dave, the third Mario brother, and I actually won that contest. Game Trailers gave me $1,000 in GameStop gift cards. That's kind of hard to say. Sorry, just taking a drink of my water. And with that, I shouldn't smack my lips like that. The other takes, I did that like 3 or 4 times, and it was the worst, and I don't know why I keep doing it. Anyway, back to the Game Trailers video contest and the $1,000 I won from it. That's when I bought my Xbox 360, and I pre-ordered Sonic 2006. As the game neared release... I'm playing Kingdom Valley again, by the way. I mean, you can tell that. As the game neared release, I got interested. I wanted to do another level, so I decided to do White ACROPOLIS, which would have been a really good place for me to be playing White ACROPOLIS right now. But instead, I'm playing Kingdom Valley again, because I wanted to do this, like, the fast way. So this is how you're supposed to play this level, or at least how... Oh, I missed the spring. See, that's the benefit of having scripted events that happen the same exact way every single time. So anyway, I wanted to make White ACROPOLIS, and I ended up doing that. We'll wait and talk about White ACROPOLIS when I get there. So instead I'll just, you know, fly through this level really, really fast. You can probably hear that dog barking because we have new neighbors, and they don't care if their dog's outside and barking and barking and barking. Normally it doesn't really bother me, but when you're trying to record something like this, it's kind of a pain in the butt. That was 1 second, 1 minute on the dot. This results screen is broken because to make Fraps pick this up, I had to build a special DirectX 9 version of the executable, and some of the effects don't render right because that's just the way Multimedia Fusion is. That's another bug, by the way, is this results screen doesn't usually work right a lot of the time. It's working right now, but I don't know, sometimes it's weird and I don't really understand why. Anyway, back to White ACROPOLIS. So, as I was working on this level, the actual Sonic 2006 game came out. And I wasn't happy, obviously. But I don't even know where I'm going. I'm totally like, I'm doing the whole gamer zone out thing, where you just get so deep into thinking about playing the game that your brain shuts off. I never really liked this level because of these rhino guys, but I couldn't really help it. If you just hold forward, you end up going so fast that you can't see where you're going. And you end up running into all kinds of crazy things like that. There's actually an invincibility power-up at the start of that level, where if you grab it, it makes that whole section a lot easier. I just got Multimedia Fusion 2 when I started working on this level, so you can tell that there's all of these relatively advanced effects. Like the lights on these poles here wouldn't have been possible before Multimedia Fusion 2. I was really proud of that. I made these tree sprites, like, from scratch. I was always really proud of that, too. And then you have my backgrounds, which, back then, I really like Google image searching for photos and trying to use them. I don't know, I don't do that anymore because it's weird. But it worked well enough back then, I thought. Especially given what kind of game this was. What else? I guess I could talk about the bear sprites, because I actually really like those. Just break that for a minute there so it doesn't spot me. These bear sprites right here, these are from Sonic S Adventure. These were drawn by my friend, and I think he actually did like a really good job on them. When I was making this White ACROPOLIS level, I thought, you know, I just can't make another Kingdom Valley-like level where it's just running super fast. I need like a gimmick. So by then, the real Sonic 2006 had come out, and I knew about the spotlights, and how the spotlights could see you. So I decided to put the spotlights in this level, so you can see them right here as they swing back and forth. And when they spot you, these bears break out of the ice and they come get you. The sprites, like I said, were done by my friend. His name's Steven Olberg. You might know him as Jackal. He's out there. He's round. He's not round. He's a round, is what I'm trying to say. I think he's actually a pretty skinny guy from what I remember. But yeah, once you download the source code, you'll notice there are actually other enemies from Sonic S Adventure that he designed that are in here that don't get used. What else? I suppose I could talk about how the multi-directional air dash. Oh. This was before I learned a lot about how to not make enemies annoying. This multi-directional air dash, I kind of really like it. It feels like it gives you a lot more mobility without giving you like a direct homing attack. It's sort of like a double jump that you can aim. Uh-oh. Well, I think a bear broke out. Yep, there's one. And they take 3 hits to defeat. And, like, to tell the truth, I kind of like the idea of these bears more than what Sonic 2006 itself actually did, which were these big, like, gun robots. I don't really understand it. Like, and by gun robots, I mean, like, GUN. The Guardian Units of Nation, I believe, is what the acronym translates to. It's really stupid. I suppose we could go to Silver next. Though I didn't get an S rank on that, and I kind of want to. See, this is what I mean. This is the leaderboard being broken. I only got 10,000 points, but it's saying I'm in first place. I don't really get that. Because... wait, what? And now where's even my score? Normally when it says first place, it'll put me in first place even though I don't deserve it. That's another bug you just saw right there. I don't know if you could hear the buttons push, but sometimes when you use this menu too quickly, it double presses buttons. So I don't really get it. It's, I don't know, maybe you can figure it out if you're one of the people who wanted to fix it. Did I actually say that? That was one of the reasons why I was releasing the source code. I mean, you'll have to forgive me, I'm a little bit scatterbrained. And when you get to talking and playing, you forget what you've said, but when I released this 4 years ago, well, I guess it was probably, 3 years ago, somebody actually asked me to release the source code because this wasn't finished. and they wanted to, I guess, finish it for me. I don't know. But instead of releasing it back then, I just kind of sat here and I thought about it for a really long time and didn't actually do it until now. This is Silver. A lot of people don't like this boss fight because he's, I don't know, he's kind of super broken. This was one of the things that wasn't finished when I came back to it after losing the source code for so many years. So half of this boss fight was written in 2007, and the other half of the boss fight was written in 2011. So to say it's kind of a mess is a bit of an understatement. Silver usually bugs out a lot, like he gets stuck in corners like he is right now. He'll walk really super slowly across the arena. We'll see what he does. Whoa, get out of his way. Because he can grab you. And like it's a double awful when he grabs you and he gets stuck into this really slow movement. One of the tricks, there he goes, there's that super slow movement. I tried so hard to fix that. And just, when you step away from a project for 4 years, you don't remember anything about why anything works. It's like you're reading a book and you leave off and don't read it for 4 years. You're not going to remember where you left off, or why you left off, or what's going on, or anything. But there's actually some tricks to fighting Silver. One is not to get grabbed by him. Normally he has a shield up, like when he's glowing. If you hit him just right on top of him with enough force, you actually break through his shield. I'm going to try and do it once, but I don't guarantee. And the other takes I made of this video, I did not break through his shield like even once, I don't think. But I know it's possible. Whatever. The main trick you want to keep in mind is when you spin dash at him, or roll at him I guess, he'll jump over you, right? Well, Silver is vulnerable from underneath. So you roll at him. Well, you can also roll at him while he's holding something. But if he's walking around, you can spin dash at him and hit him from underneath. So if you know what you're doing, you can actually like beat this boss in about 10 seconds. Once you get down the rhythm of like rolling at him, causing him to jump, and then hitting him from underneath. So yeah, it's not that bad once you know what you're doing. Actually, I want to take a moment to like talk about this menu system, because even though it's really buggy, I like the way it looks. I went to great lengths to try and replicate what the real menu looked like, and I think I did a pretty good job. If you need to know what font this is, I think it's something like Vip Nigorlia or something. I don't know. It's like some Italian word that I don't remember what it's called. But it's the Sonic Adventure 2 font, I think. I did that Sonic sprite. I think I traced over a screenshot to make it. I don't remember if I like drew it from memory, or like, you know, drew it, you know, just drew it, like not traced over something. I don't remember if I did that or not. I think it's just me tracing over a screenshot. So now let's go on to the final level of this release. Sand Oasis from Sonic and the Secret Rings. I also drew all this art here at the 321. I drew it with a mouse, not with a tablet, because I don't have a tablet. I had a tablet, but it was like really small and kind of, it didn't work right with any of the software I have. I want to get like a Cintiq one day, or, well, not really a Cintiq. That's like the big computer tablet, right? Those are like $3,000. What I want is just like a tablet, like a Wacom Bamboo, I guess, is what I want. So yeah, I tried to make this as much like Secret Rings as possible. You'll notice there's the weird backflip to go back. You're always scrolling forward. You don't even have to hold forward. Got the weird floaty homing attack. These, like, desert sprites, these dunes and these palm trees are from Metal Slug 2, I think? And then, like, the bricks and everything are from Desert Palace and Sonic 3, I think. So yeah, this is Sand Oasis. Just a weird little extra thing I put in here. If you want, like, the ultimate challenge in this Sonic 2006 thing, try getting an S rank on this level. One of the things I didn't have time to do was give this, like, proper scores for, like, ranking. I don't even think I was going to have ranking for this level. I think I was going to turn it off. But I didn't have time to do any of that, so it just uses Kingdom Valley's ranking data, which means it doesn't account for the number of enemies or rings or anything. So it's actually really hard to get an S rank in this level, but it is possible, just barely. I think I've just barely cleared 40,000 points. But you have to take, like, a very specific route. Which, I mean, obviously I'm not taking right now because I'm kind of taking my time. So we'll just rush to the end. Yeah, geez, only 15. That's not very many points at all. So I guess that's it. I mean, I had, like, a lot of other stuff I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I don't think that's first place at all. Yeah, see, look at that. That is super bugged. I tried the best I could, but I don't know, something about it broke. We'll run through these levels. We'll run through Kingdom Valley one more time, because there's some other stuff I wanted to talk about there. Like, regarding what graphics I made and everything, because, I don't know. Like, I made these trees. The actual leaves themselves, I think, are from Sonic Advance. I made that eagle. I drew that from, like, just from memory, I guess. But yeah, I made these tree trunks. They're kind of ugly now, but I thought they were cool looking at the time. These bricks down on the bottom are from Angel Island Zone in Sonic Advance 1. The rocks under me right now are from Hot Crater in Sonic Advance 2. Here's this lovely, ugly tower I made in Milk-shaped 3D. It's just a bunch of cubes on top of each other. It's really ugly. I really hate it. I actually think that's the only original graphics in here. Other than, like, these arches, which I made myself. Oh, that's right. I wanted to talk about the weird crate physics. Because at the time, I was, like, super proud of this. Nowadays, in Multimedia Fusion, like, 2.5, though I guess it's actually technically called Click Team Fusion 2.5 now, that comes with, like, physics systems. Like, oh, I broke it. I wasn't supposed to break it. It comes with box 2D physics, which is, like, if you know what Havoc physics are, it's like that, but for 2D stuff. But back in Multimedia Fusion 1.5, when I was making this game, there wasn't box 2D physics, so I had to write my own physics code, and it doesn't really work right. So technically, when I break these two bottom crates, it's supposed to let the top one fall. But I think, yeah, in the conversion to Multimedia Fusion 2, my physics engine stopped working. But I was really proud of it at the time, because it works in Multimedia Fusion 1.5. If you break the crates, they'll properly fall and everything. I think that's probably it. That's what I wanted to talk about, was the crates. And are there any more crates back here? Because sometimes it still works. Like, I think there's a place in White ACROPOLIS where the crate physics still work. Ah, it worked there if you saw it quick enough. I was spinning too slow, but the crate fell when I spun under it. I guess I could also talk about the other features I wanted to include in this. After Sonic 2006 came out and I I was like, ugh, I hate this game now. One of the things I wanted to put in this version of my game was something I called one-to-one mode, which basically would have made the game crappy on purpose. I think there's a text file in the source code where I describe what I wanted to happen. It would have made the controls bad on purpose. It would have artificially inflated the fake loading times, because, I mean, let's be honest here, those aren't real loading times. I just did that to have a loading screen so it would look like the real game. I know people hate this. That's a little Sonic CD thing for you. Oh, I could have like done a mission, huh? Because I think I hid something up here in a mission. It only just now occurred to me. Mission mode was something I put in because, again, I wasn't happy with how long the game was, or how long the levels were, I guess. It bothered me that you could only play it for like just 30 seconds and see everything. So, mission mode is something that Sonic Team does a lot to increase the length of their games. That's like basically what Sonic Adventure 2 is. There's all these missions you can play in levels. It's to offset the fact that the game itself is only 2 hours long. So like if you really wanted to dig deep, you could spend like hours and hours and hours and hours playing Sonic Adventure 2, trying to get good ranks on all their missions. That's what I did here. Though you don't get ranked on missions. I think I wanted to like improve that sometime later, and I never did. It's probably what the gold medal option in the menu was to show you like missions, I guess, but I never hooked that up properly. So yeah, this source code's out there if you want to download it. If you're one of the people who said that they wanted to fix the game and finish it properly and whatever else, you can do that. You can port this to a new version of Sonic Worlds. You can do basically whatever you want with it. I mean, common courtesy, try and give me credit. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to give me credit. It just means try and give me credit. I mean, you know, don't lie to people about your own skills, which is kind of like a rude thing to say. I mean, I don't know. There's the broken leaderboard again. Maybe you can figure out why that's broken. I think I already said that. Which at this point, I'm just running around in circles. And none of these work in the DirectX 9 version, except for mission mode. What missions? Sometimes I wonder if people actually understand how my trick system works. I call them cool points in the code. Basically, you get invisible style points for pulling off really cool moves. And if you chain them together, you get points bonuses, which is, I think, how it worked in both Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Heroes. So as long as you keep moving and you keep destroying stuff, your combo doesn't end, even though you can't, like, see a combo meter or anything. Oh, well, I think we just failed the mission, guys. Oh well. To get a 3,000 point bonus, you have to do, like, the whole thing. Yeah. Let's see if I can get it. I think I need to avoid that speed shoes power-up. I could go through all the missions, but this video is almost... Oh, geez, actually, no, I gotta end this, I only timed Gold Wave out to record for 30 seconds, or 30 minutes, and I've got less than 30 seconds. So, the source code is out there, link is in the description, you can download it now. Happy birthday to me, and I hope you enjoyed the video. The end.